What is up, YouTube? McIntyre here. Today I'm going to be talking about Samuro, and we're going to be going over a guide slash gameplay with him. It's been about a week since the hero was released on PTR, and a few days since he's been released on live. On PTR, I had some ideas about him, but now that I've gotten to play him for a little while, I think I have a build that I personally like at the moment, and that's the build I'm going to go over today with you guys. I'm also going to show you a little trick at some point during the video. It'll just randomly come up, but it is a really cool trick that Samuro can do that we had figured out maybe 1 or 2 days into it. So we're going over the build now. We're looking at level 1. The level 1 talent that I personally like at the moment is actually Way of the Wind. The bonus move speed is craziness when it comes to escaping and moving around the map. Because move speed and mount speed is only 30%, adding an extra 25% to the move speed is really powerful. The other thing that this talent lets you do is it lets you get to the enemy before they can see you, okay? So, as is, when you wind walk, you're still shimmer like Zeratul. And seeing that shimmer move faster towards you is a lot harder to deal with than seeing the shimmer slowly creep up behind you and then engage on you, right? So a lot of the time with Samuro, when I want to engage, I'll E and then W, right? I queue both of them up. And the reason for this is that when you E and you W, your W goes on cooldown, but as you can see, my blade has the crit, okay? And my E goes on cooldown too, and it'll start to decrease up to 8 seconds. That's how long you can hold the stealth. So what I like to do is, sorry, my dog started barking. So again, when you queue up E and W, there's the bar above here, right below your health bar, and when that gets really close to being at the bottom, you want to attack. And the reason for this is now your W is back off cooldown, okay? And a lot of the times with this, what I'll do is I'll EW, get it right before, I'm creeping, okay, I'm here, I'll hit, clone, then re-crit, and I reactivate crit. And this way you get 2 crits off, where you would typically only get 1, right? The other thing with this too, and I mean, you can do it this way as well, like, you don't have to do it that way. Honestly, it might be safer and rush you a little less if you auto attack your crit up, and then then you can creep and look for it, because then your crit just retains once you've built it like this. But you still really want to wait until your E is basically off, almost off of you, because then you'll have a shorter window where the other team can engage on you while you're invisible, right? Or while you can't invis. Invis is your escape mechanic, right? So the more uptime you have on it, the better, which is why that 20 windwalk talent is so freaking insane. That's why we go this build, honestly. The other thing about this talent, though, too, is you also have more duration on how long until your windwalk is broken by damage, which is really good, because a lot of the time, like, you'll windwalk and then someone will hit you as you're trying to run out, and with this talent it's very unlikely that they do, and by the time that you get out, you're moving so fast that if they do break your stealth, you've already gotten far enough from them that you're safe, okay? So I'm taking Way of the Wind, and the way I really build it too is I just basically do exactly what I just did on the target dummy, but on heroes in the lane. I just run around and poke people and poke people and poke people, okay? Alright, so my level 4 talent, a lot of people take One with the Wind, but I actually like Mirage. So, cool thing about this talent is it just holds stacks. So unlike like ETC Block Party, where you can build block charges and then they eventually go away, this talent retains the 2 spell shields, just like Li Ming with her level 1 spell shield. So every time you hit Q, like if you come out of your fountain level 1, like game just started, you hit Q and then you mount up and go into the lane, you have you'd have 2 block charges, right? And then the next time you use it, you get those block charges again. So looking at Samuro's level 7 talents, I actually think like all of these are viable, and you really can go any of them. But it's kind of funny because like this hero doesn't have mana, so all of his talents are going to increase his damage, right? And they're just going to increase his damage in different ways. For me personally, I like Burning Blade the most. This gives him wave clear, and it gives him kind of more jungle speed because his crits are going to now be AoE on both him and his clones, right? But Phantom Pain is going to, increase your overall damage technically by 80%. Every one of your crits going to do an additional 80% damage. And then you have Crushing Blows, which is going to allow you to crit more. Like you can activate your crit 3 times in like on a single target, which is powerful, right? That's quicker damage, faster. So all these are really good, but personally for me, I like Burning Blade because again, this is going to give me jungle pressure and going to allow me to, wave clear fast by myself. So at 7, I'm always taking Burning Blade. Okay, now looking at level 10, this is where things get a little interesting because both of these are so good that it's hard to like say one is better than the other, okay? In some games, I'm going to take Illusion Master. In some games, I'm going to take Bladestorm. A lot of the time with this build in particular, I like Bladestorm because the idea is that you engage, you damage the person, you engage, you damage the person, and then when they're in the window to kill them, you kill them with Bladestorm. And then you blink out and you run, okay? So I personally like Bladestorm with this build, but if you go another build, or even with this build, you can still go Illusion Master, and this is going to allow you to, switch places with your minions or with your clones, and they deal bonus more damage, right? So there's a lot of things going on here because this allows you to body block with them. You can teleport to them to like move around the map. You can, there's just so much you can do with it. But I personally am taking Bladestorm, and it's my like execution talent. Okay, so I'll be taking Bladestorm, and again, it's like you basically poke the person down with your invis enough to the point that you can then execute them with the Bladestorm. Okay, so at level 13, now we're going to be taking Shikuchi, which is the teleport on E. This is going to teleport you a little bit ahead of yourself wherever direction you're facing. So if you're facing right, if you're facing down, if you're facing left, if you're facing up, you blink, okay? And this, you can blink over terrain with this talent as long as you face the right way. If you ever played League of Legends with Riven, she has a Q that on her 3rd strike, she jumps in the direction you're facing. And this reminds me a lot of that. So you can jump over walls, you can do a lot of things, but more importantly, what it allows you to do is get away once you've engaged. So like, I'll still do my EW thing, right? And now, I come up on Arthas, I would crit him, and then when I feel like I'm afraid, I run away, okay? So I'm just going to get that chunk in over and over and over until the person gets weak. And then when they get weak, then I can come in and get the Bladestorm for that kill, right? That is the idea behind this build. So at 16, we are now going to take Harsh Winds. And this one is really cool too because this is going to, again, pair up really nicely with my WE combo. But what you can do now is when you get that first Harsh Winds hit, you can clone and then Bladestorm because it's going to increase your damage of all of your, it's going to increase all the damage that the person takes from you by 30%. So a lot of people also, another defense for Bladestorm is a lot of people are like, oh, well, this character, he only has auto damage. He only has auto damage. Like, no, he doesn't. Bladestorm is magic damage. Like, this is magic damage. This can't be blinded, right? And it also makes you unstoppable when you do it. So a lot of the time, like, people will turn on you to use everything, and then if you spin and your healer heals you, then they can't stop you from doing this, right? So what I typically do is I'll come in here, I'll get behind the person, I'll mark them, and then I'll whirlwind. Okay, because you get that 30% more damage on mark. And now the holy grail of Blade Master, when he gets really, really fun to play, is going to be Wind Strider. This is going to decrease the cooldown of your Wind Walk by 6 seconds. So it's going to be a 6-second cooldown now, and you're invisible for 8 seconds. Like, how, what? You know, permanent invisibility? It's like, yes, permanent invisibility. The other cool thing about this, too, is that you can keep yourself stealth 100%, so you no longer mount at this point in the game. On this character, you just one walk everywhere on the map. Because if you've taken the level 1 talent, you should be moving at about 50% move speed, which is faster than the 30% mount speed. I mean, right now I'm moving mount speed with like a little bit of bonus move speed because I hit 3% more. But if you've maxed the talent out, then you just should be roaming around the map. Okay, so this is something to take in mind too, is that once you hit 20 and you get this talent, then you no longer have to mount anymore. Okay, so you're still going to be doing the same thing too, right? You're coming up, you're invis, you win strider, except now what you can do is once they get away, you can chase them down with your E. So let's say they use an ability to get away, like you're hitting them here, and then they use an ability to get away, then you can E after them, mark them, and then blade storm for the kill. Right? You're gonna see me do a lot of different, there's a lot of different things going on here with this hero. The other thing is when I gank a lane, like if I gank a hero, a lot of the time too, I'll get in front of them here, or I'll hit them and then clone here, so then they have to run through me and my clones. It's important to clone, like pre-16, you don't really have to worry so much about getting that auto attack for the mark, but what is that noise? Weird. But yeah, so pre-16 you don't have to worry so much about the mark attack. So when you're ganking pre-16, you want to get in front of the person and then clone. That way your clones walk back towards them. It's harder for the other person to tell which one's you too, right? Because if you clone in the minion wave and your clone's over here and there's a minion, he's like, oh yeah, this is mine, you know? And then if your other clone goes here, he's like, oh, this is mine. You know, and then you're like, oh, I'm body blocking. But if you clone over here and then your minions walk towards the target, then it's very hard for him to show which one is you, right? That makes sense. Another little thing to just remember, just for sake of yourself, you can clone through walls. So you saw here, I cloned on the wall and then spit through. It's like a last ditch effort if you're getting chased, but it can happen. Like, so it's worth trying sometimes. Like if you stand maybe here, or you need a thin wall, but you could maybe Q here and spit up here, right? Like where that clone spit to. I'm pretty sure the way in which you are spit out, it doesn't matter. Like if I'm facing down and I Q. Huh. Yeah, okay, there we go. Finally. I was like, wow, that's all syncing up. I face down and hit Q and I spit out on top. I was gonna see. Maybe. Okay, just did the same thing. I'm trying to figure out if there's an actual pattern to the clones, but I don't think that there is, so I was just messing with that super quick. But yeah, so that's just a little tip too, is like be careful when you are like ganking somebody and you're here and then you're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna Q, and then you're like, oh shoot, I'm behind the wall, you know? Like, because it will happen. With this level, with this 13 talent though, you can jump walls, so you can evade. Like a person's really low behind the wall, you can sneak in and wait, what the heck just got vision of me? Weird. But yeah, so you can like sneak into their base, right? The person's like backing, you wait for your stealth, engage on them, and then re-stealth. You can also queue tower shots as well. So if 2 tower shots are hitting you, like a lot of the time when I gank on him, I like to like hit the person on the wall, and then when I feel like I'm gonna die or something, like I'm hitting, let's just pretend this is a person, and the 2 tower shots come at me, you can queue those, and then walk away, right? It's like Zeratul Blink. I don't think it works with the E. Let me check with the E. Okay, so it even works with the E. So you can evade auto attacks with E, and you can evade auto attacks with Q. Yeah, okay, cool. So that's really good. That's really good. So I'm gonna show you the last little tip, and this is for the other build. If you take Illusion Master, you can still take all the Windwalk talents, but you can go Illusion Master with the Windwalk talents. So this is for soloing the boss. You can solo it by yourself. The key is that you don't tank it, and what happens is when your clone gets weak, you swap to your clone. And when you swap to clones, if you're full health, you give your clone full health. So you can do this over and over. The key is, though, that you don't take too much damage. Otherwise, your clones will be weaker when they start tanking. So it's a lot harder for them to tank the boss. I got too much going on. Let me reset it, because I had toggle cooldowns on, so I felt like I was cheating. And then by the time I untoggled them, it was like way too late. Alright, let's try this one more time. So yeah, so again, when you swap to a clone, if it's weak, you can full heal it, because it changes HPs with you, right? So if you're full health and you swap, then it'll be full health, and you can just chain that over and over. The one thing that you have to be careful of when you swap, though, is that like, you then don't kill yourself. Like, a lot of time I like having my clones go, and then like 3 gets weak, I'll hit 3, or in this case 2 gets weak, so I'll hit 2 and then swap and then move, and then I should be able to re-clone. I can swap to 2. Oh no, oh, my mechanics are so bad right now. But you guys get the point, right? The one thing to be careful of is swapping on Stomp. And see, now, like, my health pools are a bit lower. Plus, the boss is level 24. But you get the point. I'm incapable of doing it right now because I don't know. But the point is that you can solo the boss if you have the micro for it. I still, personally, I was, like, never a super big Warcraft 3 player or StarCraft player in that matter, so controlling more than one thing is kind of difficult for me at times. Like, if I practice this, just like Vikings, I practice them enough that I kind of can do it, right? I just haven't practiced this a whole lot. I've done it a few times though, so if you have like one person helping you while you're doing exactly what I was doing there, you should be able to do boss no problem. The key is that Illusion Master, when you swap, full heals your clones, so use that to your advantage. Even if you're jungle camping, whatever you're doing, just use that to your advantage. It's very important on that talent. But we're gonna hop into the game now. I'll see you guys all there, and yep, we'll see how it goes. All right, guys, so hopping into this game. This is a quick match. I like try to get unranked gameplay of this hero, even purely gameplay of this hero, but everybody is either banning it or picking it. So unless I was unless I was first pick in Hero League or unranked and no one banned it, which I was first pick a few times and unranked, and then people banned it, so it was like, wow. This is why we're hopping into a quick match. And looking at the compositions, theirs is way stronger than ours. They got 2 melee assassins. We have triple range Abathur. They have Asmodan, who's kind of a tank in itself, right? But we are Samuro, so I'm gonna look to win this game, and I'm gonna talk about how I'm gonna do it. And I actually have I feel like a really good chance of being able to. Warhead Junction is one of Samuro's best maps. If he had a best map, this would be one of them, because a lot of the stuff that happens on this map is in isolation on the outside of, or in the inside of the map. So a lot of the time, like, you get all your clones hitting one person, which is awesome, and you can find picks too because of it. Another thing about this map is just jungling in particular, like, is really strong. This guy said he picked Morales. He got out there. Alright, well, I guess we should blame Blizzard, guys. But we are going to take Wave of the Wind at level 1. This Windwalk talent is going to really be helpful on this map too. Moving around is... This map's all about movement and rotation, so being able to rotate from mid to top, mid to bot really quick is going to be powerful. But it is important to note, because I take this level 1 talent, I do want to try to build stacks with it. So, like, I know the other team's going to go to the eye. False Head Flying is really good here. So I'm going to hit EW and hope that they show up here to try to get in a first auto attack to build towards my Windwalk Mastery. And it looks like they're not here, so they're probably bottom or maybe top. We just saw KT top. Now I'm going to go bottom and try to get a stack here. And really all I want to do is just hit the person. I don't even really need to do anything fancy other than hit them, because that'll start giving me bonus move speed, right? Another thing is I normally don't like engaging on the person until I have cloned, because the clones for the most part buy me enough time to get away. And a lot of people mess that up too. But just like that little auto there is worth, right? Because I'm getting bonus move speed every time I do that. So I want to keep making that sort of movement. Oh, nice. We have Abahat. We should be able to kill this guy, actually. The nukes are up. Nukes out for Harambe. Should be able to get this pretty much free of charge. If this Thrall comes, he dies, so I don't think he'll contest. He might. I want False Head to grab it, though. He's gonna be able to chain lightning it. I think he's dead, yeah. So I can already feel my speed getting increased. We're up to 10% move speed already. I can just look to steal these camps now too. Basically, this camp is already really easy, but this hero is awesome at jungling. This camp he does a lot easier than this camp. Because of there's less targets, so his clones have an easier time kind of hitting everything. So I'm gonna look to again build some stacks here. I gotta be careful with the Vala because I didn't cook my E. I kind of get punished for it, right? I didn't know Vala was there though, so I came out of my E earlier just to get the hits in and then run away. So now we'll head to our jungle. Want to make sure too that my clones are the ones that are critting or are tanking. You have this clone tanking the right one and that clone tanking the left one. Like if I moved in close, it would hit me, right? So give yourself some space. So they did bottom. Now we're gonna get burning blades. So I can probably queue this up. I'm far enough out behind these guys. I'm gonna try to get in front of them here, and then body block. All right, sick. Should be able to get to him with one more wind walk. I can get in front of him again and then look for the body block. Oh, close. I might even die to this Blade Master now. Depends on which one he is. Okay, we're good. Close. Good Abathur hat. I actually thought that the Blade Master was a teammate. So now I need to either find some globes or I can back. Because this hero has no mana, I'm just not going to back. I'll just find a few globes. And I can push here now with this wave. You don't even personally have to be within the wave. You can just send your clones going with the Burning Blade and they'll push the wave down for you. With this huge wave here too, I can get behind this guy and start chunking him. I want to hold on to my Windwalk now for when I need to run. Yeah. The wave though is tanking, and now we see Vala and Blade Master. Blade Master can't kill me when I'm in stealth though, so I might be able to kill this Vala. I need 2 hits, then a W activation, and I'll crit and kill. Yeah, okay, that works. Abathur with this Invis build is pretty insane actually. But again, that's why we get that bonus move speed, because that's gonna allow us to catch up to people when we reactivate stealth on the tail end of our stealth, right? So when I stealth at the very end of it, and then I engage and I'm punching them and just autoing them normally, and then I reactivate, I can kill. Cool thing here with Blade Storm against Blade Master in the mirror, you can spin on him when he's invis, so I'm actually gonna look to invade. Hopefully Vala gets that nuke, or somebody's going to, I'm sure. Here comes Thrall, we see Azmodan, we're gonna engage here. We got a pretty bad spawn. We spawned on the back end. I'm just gonna do this camp. I could probably tank it a little bit. This camp doesn't really do damage, but it's so powerful. The health bars on these things are so strong. Make sure our stuff is tanking. Now I can reactivate stealth and come in here. The Blade Master has a nuke, so that's who I really want to kill. I was gonna say I can cue this next attack from this building. Might even be able to get to this KT to get some chunk on him. Need 2 autos, and then I crit. Yeah, some good chunk. So at this point now I can start using my E to like move around the map. You know, you can walk behind buildings. I can look to steal this now. They added the bug to this map, like there used to be on the old hard camps, where an eye shows above your head even though the enemy team can't see you. It's kind of frustrating that they added that. I probably want to back now though. I want to get full health. Looks like they're pushing middle. So I want to get ready to go mid and fight them. Oh, I lost this thing. Bummer. That was a good play by him though. Blade Master's right there. So now we have our teleport. We'll just be able to move faster when we wind walk. Currently just looking to hit something, not so much. Yeah, so we saw KT bot. I'm gonna look towards their easy camp. KT could be down here too, so it's like get a lot of value here. Yeah, so I'm gonna wait off here and just kind of chill until I have stealth and I can reactivate stealth and go on this guy. Another thing is just hitting S. You can't really tell that I'm here. Probably tornado. I'm gonna look to Q it. I can get a body block here. There's a tornado. Should be able to catch up on this guy too. Just walk right through him, right? Your stealth. See the thrall now. Ooh, Sunder. Should be able to kill all of these guys. Oh no. I came off of, I thought that the one clone was him, but he took the master, so they all were running down. If I had just stuck on the Blade Master and didn't have to reactivate E, I could have killed more there. That was a misplay on my part. Ooh, nice damage. But yeah, if I ever have the idea that that Blade Master is the real one, I can go after him. I have to watch out now because he has Shikuchi, so sometimes I'm going to have to Shikuchi after him, then Blade Storm. So Shikuchi with him and then Blade Storm, if that makes sense. I can probably activate my E at this point and get to them. I got the bonus move speed, right? Ooh, this one's a real one. Oh, baby. Now I have harsh winds. Let's see if there's a well tap. Oh my goodness. I don't go for this, I don't think. Oh. Okay, let's go tap. Before I get hit by a globe and die. We can look to go to their camp now. So we're almost max. We need one more auto attack and then we're going to be max speed. I'm going to hold my E here. Let me get this globe. It looks like Thrall is coming down here, so I'm gonna get in position to mess him up. Oh, Bladestorm his Sunder. Oh, that was sick. Nice kill by Samuro though. All 5 of them were there. But yeah, as you can see there, like, I saw Sunder and Bladestorm makes me unstoppable, so I responded by Bladestorming. If you want, you can go back and watch, but sometimes there's heroes that have tells for CC, and you should respawn by unstoppabling, right? Even if I wasn't like on him, it's better to not get stunned. The other thing that I could have done if I still had mirror image up is when he sunders, you can mirror image. I think the coolest like counterplay to a Sunder that I've ever had is I had a Thrall Sunder me like melee range, and I was on Li Ming, and I E'd over it pre-13 too, pre-13 blink. It was a calamity blink too, so it hit him and killed him, and I dodged his Sunder. It looked so cool. I was like, wow, that was the sickest thing I've ever done. I think this is the real one of this guy, but I don't have Bladestorm up, so I'm gonna just try to get in here. Get some nice chunk. KT's up top. Okay, yeah. Uh-oh. He's here. I don't think you can get 2 nukes, man. This guy's coming after me. It's okay. Found him. I'm gonna pick up this globe. I'm gonna use this next mirror image to dodge. I'm gonna get past him in the body bot. I'm just tearing it too. I love Samuro in quick match. This is awesome. This Abba's just hatting me too. It's just so great. Oh, I'm dead here. When that KT came around the corner, there's so many. I can't even hold all these nukes. Alright, we got Windstrider now. This is where things are going to get real interesting. They're all there. Okay, I respect that Vola for queuing to check. KT should be helping though. KT's like off mount, just standing there. KT, go help your teammate, man. There it is, game over. Oh, where's a Q? Slow Q. Phoenix, no Phoenix. Yeah, that guy had that. KT had that kill if he had Phoenixed. I feel like I should make a KT combo vid because a lot of people just play that combo so wrong. It's DE, WQR. Or some people DER, WQ. The key is that your W like shouldn't be the first thing that happens. Oh, actually, it can be because it's so fast that it can be. But I typically like to get my Phoenix out earlier before my E. Like I like throwing my basically it's like DRE WQ. That's how I like doing it because then your Phoenix is attacking the whole time. All right, so now that I've hit 20, I can just permanent stealth everywhere on the map. And move really fast. I want to wait till my Q's up. I think Vol went up this way. If not, we'll kill KT. Oh, follow in top. It's funny. Should be able to just kill her now. She could try to go into this bush and back, so we gotta watch for that. Or she could just walk right past me. That'd be the feels if she just walked past me. I think that's what just happened. Sometimes it happens. Try to make reads on players and they just don't do what you read them doing. Vola went bottom. Alright, so we see the Asma here. We're gonna queue up our W. There's no way she gets away. I'm gonna get this globe. Oh, that's a good Sunder. So now what I want to do is like get behind people, fight them, and then re-stealth. Oh, we got the nuke. So yeah, so I just had to wait for him to use his E and then I could go. Oh, I'm thinking this. Hit this building. Alright, so now I need a back to heal. My team has successfully farmed every keep for all the experience this game, so that's pretty dope. You don't need the piggy anymore, because we have 55% move speed at 100% uptime. It's pretty stupid. Plus, you get the little blink. I don't even know how much like percentage of move speed that technically is, because you do move a certain amount of screen area. All right, so I'm gonna queue up my crit here. I kind of want to slowly get in on this guy. I don't know where he's at, but there he is. All right, so I'm actually gonna I'm gonna go on him. I'm gonna try to clone his what's it called if he sunders me. Okay, did not sunder. I was holding my Q to dodge his sunder with it. can respond to like pretty much every. Okay, so here I don't have to. And there's no way Samuro kills me because he doesn't have Whirlwind, so I'd have to get hit by Abathur in order to die there. I don't want to pick up the globe. I'm gonna do the same here. I want this globe. I'll kill my crit again. I'm just looking for a target. Here we go. Here's a good one. I'm gonna get my stealth going here. I'm gonna, I think, open on KT. Actually, I'll open on ball here. I have Samuro up here. I think this is the real one. Oh, I don't know where he is. I must have missed him stealth. Queue up crit. Looking for a crit on something. I might be dead this time. I'm gonna Blade Storm in order to not die. I'm critting here. I don't have to stealth. I mean, I don't have to clone there. I have enough damage just off of myself to not have to clone. Okay, so I'm gonna queue up crit. Can look to open on the KT. I should be able to kill him here. Oh, nice. Oh, she gonna stand on the nuke? One thing about Invis is you can't stand on their core Invis or it sees you. Uh-oh. I should be fine though. I'm gonna have to blink this though. Yeah. Yeah, no way he catches me. I don't think he took the level 1 talent. He didn't. Can't catch me, I'm the gingerbread man. Can run as fast as you can. GG. That's it. That was a good old quick match Blade Master game where you just run around and slay people. I hope you guys can kind of see the windows in which you want to. Oh, we got the MVP 2, baby. Let's go. So I hope you guys kind of learned the windows in which you want to be looking to like queue up your crit before you auto in. You know, get your mark on the person before you whirlwind. A lot of times, sometimes when I engage on somebody, I don't even clone. Like sometimes you don't have to clone because sometimes you want to use your clone to evade something, right? So if you show on Thrall and you start autoing him and then he wolfs, if you clone on wolf, then you dodge the wolf. Or if you clone on Sunder, then you dodge the Sunder, right? Or in the case bottom where he went to Sunder me, I whirlwinded and I dodged that. You have to just make sure that you have an escape route with him. As long as you have an escape route ready in your head, then you should totally be fine to get away. Like there's absolutely no reason that you shouldn't get away if you've thought up how you're going to get away before you go in on the person or how they're going to respond. You know, when I open on KT, when I show out of stealth on KT, most of those KT players are going to tornado, right? But if I show on him, if I show out and then I mirror image and then he tornadoes, he could hit me. But if I show on him, let him tornado, mirror image, he can no longer hit me. And now he has mirror images to deal with, right? So there's a lot of things, you know, if the target's isolated, you can chase them down. Sometimes you can take a little risk and push forward with your E. He's a really fun hero, though. I have a ton of fun playing him. He's really annoying to deal with, as you could see that game. I'm sure the other team loved playing against me. And he does a fair amount of damage. Top damage there, no support. My type of game. That was a lot of fun though, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you learned something. I'm gonna be giving away a Blade Master bundle. So the hero, the mount, and the skin soon. It's gonna be on my stream. I haven't gotten a date yet, but if you want to follow my stream, check it out below in the description as well. You can follow me on Twitter. I'll tweet about probably when I'm doing the giveaway. So there you go. There's 2 different ways for you to see it. If you did like it, this video, please make sure to throw a like and subscribe. My YouTube channel has been having tons of success recently, and it's because of you guys. So thank you so much. Now I'm going to show you like hopefully I'm going to continue to show you guys quality videos that you want to see, and all the suggestions that you suggest to me I take in and think about and look for different ways to make videos that you want to see. So there's tons of different ideas that people have thrown at me, and there's so much for me to do. The sky's kind of the limit with this one, so I'm having a blast, and I really do appreciate all the support. So thank you guys again. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video, like I said, and I see you all next video. Cheers, guys.